Okay, hello and welcome back to Stoneblock 3. So, in between episodes, I made a little bit of an enchanting setup, enchanted our diamond stuff. I made a little bit of a mob farm. It's not super great. I need a better sword. The sword currently does no damage, but I'm gonna be enchanting a bunch to get that changed a little bit, because I'm still just gonna use vanilla stuff for now. Got a little bit of a farm over here, some more stuff. We got a bunch of chickens growing, which we also now have chicken catcher, which we're gonna do. I think this works, right? How does a chicken catcher work? Wait, it's in here, right? Storage, miscellaneous, passive resources, make a chicken catcher. Chicken mobs to turn them into items. How, though? Do I need to have both hands? Well, that didn't work. I don't know how this is going to actually work. Chicken catcher. Well, that's not working properly. Give me a moment, please. Well, apparently it doesn't actually fully work yet, so that's fine. I guess what we're gonna do instead, though, is we're gonna do a couple other things. We need to actually use this in order to craft some different chickens, but first, I'm gonna make a little bit of a metallurgical infuser. Not metallurgical. And then we're going to position you guys like so that now we've got you. There we go. Now we're gonna take, I guess, do I have a bunch of stuff accumulating? I should have a bunch of coal, right? We're just gonna grab a bunch of coal to fill them up real quick so that we can have good unlimited fuel. I think that should be enough coal. Potentially, maybe just a little bit of enough. I'm hoping, right? I'm gonna make blocks of coal for each of them. I only grabbed, 3,000, so maybe it's enough. I'm not 100% certain if it's gonna be enough coal, but we're gonna find out in a second once I craft it all up into coal blocks. Okay, well, let's get the last set of coal crafted up into the coal blocks. We can, I guess, just deposit you guys back because you don't matter, right? Now we just get a little bit of stacks of coal blocks in each of these guys, and the whole thing that we're doing this for is actually, so we're gonna save you guys. These loot crates are gonna go with the other loot crates in here. We're gonna need to do a bunch of enchanting, but don't even worry about it. But this is all for refined obsidian. So, refined obsidian. We need to get the refined obsidian dust, which is diamonds, or diamond dust, which we get from crushing diamonds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 8, 9 blocks of diamonds. I think blocks of diamonds in the crushing wheels do not work. Yeah, they don't. So we're just gonna take a little bit of you guys, because, it's nice and chill. Also, we should probably, I'm gonna turn you guys off so that they're not producing more gravel, because we need to actually grind some good things, like the diamonds, which are probably gonna take a second, because we've got a whole system going on here. The system kind of works a little bit. It just takes a little bit to, fully progress through the system, It's all good, it's all good. Also, I'm thinking these hoppers are the reason why some things are just coming into here. So I'm gonna remove real quick, of course. Now we get the diamonds dropping back in, so they'll all get grinded away. Of course, that's all feeding into this, which is just getting us as much as we want of all of these different resources. I guess I could have grabbed the coal from over here, but it is essentially going to cycle it in, then it is going to drop most of it over here, which is then going to get sucked in to these guys. But overall, wait, where's are the diamonds still up there? I'm so confused. There we go. I just had to reorder the stuff so that the right stuff would go in first. But essentially that system is going to cycle the stuff through until we get exactly what we need, which is perfect. But now what I need to do to get refined obsidian is I need obsidian dust, which is obsidian in the grinding wheels, which for that I need to get obsidian, which shouldn't be too difficult, right? It's just, I just need sticks and stone, correct? Sticks, stone, and a lot of patience and iron. Lots of patience and iron because I need buckets. We'll get 13 buckets. I don't actually need buckets. I don't. Okay, you know, we're just smart like that. We're getting buckets for just in case because buckets. Yeah, But it's big brain. It's big brain. Anyway, let's just do this. We're gonna fill up this entire hallway with lava. And then we're going to, of course, just casually obsidianize and get this all taken care of. So this is probably going to take me a bit. I'm going to do this off camera because otherwise it's going to be super boring. This is our last use of the fire plow, and oh my gosh, is this taking way too long. But now we're actually able to, you know, water bucket it all, get all that turned into obsidian, and then we'll be able to actually utilize it and get it all turned into refined obsidian, which is perfect. So now we just gotta mine it real quick. Of course, we got really lucky with the enchantments. We got efficiency 4 and breaking 3, fortune 3 on our Paxel, which is like perfect. You'll love to see it. I'm super happy about that. There is no nether. We just have to mine out farther to get to the nether, which is something we are gonna do. We got a stack and a half for you guys, which is perfect, to just chuck into the grinding wheels and see where they'll end up going. So how much will we get from the first pass through of the obsidian? Let's see. After the first pass, we got a stack and 28 obsidian dust, and we only lost, what was that, 26 of the obsidian? So pretty good overall return for that first round. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chuck that in here. I'm probably going to need many more diamonds, so I'm going to grab... We'll grab 18 blocks of diamonds to turn into, of course, 2.5 stacks. And we'll chuck you into here to dust it down. Get a little bit more obsidian dust, because I'm going to turn all this into refined obsidian because we can. Refined obsidian, quite amazing. We're just going to go through, we're going to get it, because refined obsidian, probably one of the best resources that we can have, at least at this point, as opposed to going into Tinker stuff, because I don't really want to do that right now. We've already gone through a bunch of Tinker stuff on this channel, and as of right now, I'm a little bored with it. So we're just going to go through this. We're going to get our refined obsidian dust, and then what I'm going to need to do is grab some osmium, not obsidian. We're going to we'll grab 14 blocks of osmium, and we're going to melt this all down into the smeltery after I clear it out of all the glass that I have in here, because I was getting clear glass. So let's empty it out of the glass real quick. Of course, the glass that you get from Tinker stuff is the best glass possible. It's the clear glass that's in here. And we're just going to smack it right there just to finish that little area up. But, of course, we need to get our 14 blocks of osmium, and the refined obsidian is actually what's going into here, because to get refined obsidian ingots, you need to pour osmium onto refined obsidian dust. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get a bunch of it. We're going to get it all turned. First, I got to pour out all the glass, get that taken care of. Then we'll go through all the refined obsidian, get as much as we possibly can, and I'll check back in with you after I finish that. Okay, so what I decided to do is I set up a little bit of a thing. So I have crystal chests. This one is the input, this one's the output. These are timers that are pulsing the redstone onto these, so when they have something that is valid to be put onto, it'll go. This is filling up these seared casting tables, and this is the output. So we're at 51 currently. I still have to manually do this, although I technically can just fix that, but I don't know why I haven't. And then I'm gonna need to grind some more diamonds up. But overall, this process is working really smoothly, and I'm really impressed, and I can't wait to see how much refined obsidian we're gonna get. Okay, well, I've got another stack cooking, but then we've got this stack that's just going to go in there. But other than that, we've got a total of, including those stacks, 5 stacks and 48, which is almost 6 stacks. It's 5 and 3/4 stacks. So we're going to actually craft up the next set of our gear out of these guys. So, of course, we get the helmets, the boots, the chest plate, and the Other things I definitely remember, Paxel. I think there's a Paxel for refined obsidian. There is, which is perfect because we can just get it really quickly, really simply, and I'm really happy about that. In addition to that, we can make ourselves a refined obsidian sword as well, which does 12 damage, which is nearly double that of the previous. Is there a refined obsidian hammer, though? Refined obsidian, there's only a sword, a paxel. There is a shield, but we're not going to use a shield because shields are kind of lame and mid. They're not great. We will make a refined obsidian hoe, though. I know it seems kind of useless for some reason, but, you know, it is what it is. We're going to make that, and of course we can use it for other stuff, but it's mostly just a really good material for tools. And so that's primarily what we're going to use it for. Then we're going to need to grab ourselves some lapis lazuli and some XP real quick. I'm going to get rid of all of my old tools and armor, and then we'll be able to enchant everything. So let's just get rid of you guys, and let's go get some more XP. Of course, these compacting drawers full of these orbs are going to be perfect for just leveling us up so fast. So I'm just going to spam click. Now we've got a bunch on the ground, and now we can just eat them away until they are gone. So that's what I'm just going to do. It's probably going to take a while, so I'm just going to cut until we finish that, because otherwise it's going to take way, way too long. Okay, well now while we absorb all these orbs, now we can just kind of head over. We're at level 99 as of now, which is perfect. You love to see it. We can now get, Unbreaking 3 is kind of not great. Anything like, I mean, Fire Prot, if it's on the boots, it might be worth it. Depth Strider 3, okay, not terrible. Will we get a Prot 4 though? That's mostly what we're looking for with these. Shovel efficiency 4 doesn't matter. We got Unbreaking 3 too, which is great. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 3, okay. Knockback on the sword, we really want sharpness. Unbreaking, it doesn't really matter what we get on the axe or the hoe. Actually, it didn't, what am I talking about? It didn't matter what we got on the axe, the shovel, or any of that, because we're just going to craft it into the paxel anyway. Now we get a refined obsidian paxel, which I guess I should have done at the beginning, but, you know. Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking 3. Unbreaking 3, not terrible. We can also, of course, make more, which are going to be good, but we really want Prot. Fire Prot, okay, not terrible. Thorns versus Unbreaking 3, of course. Knockback 2, Sharp 4, okay. We'll make a couple renditions of these until we get what we really need, but that's going to take us a little bit. So I guess what I'll do is we're about halfway to the Nether, and I say halfway because it is at 1,000 blocks away where the Nether starts, which is all the way over here, and we've only gotten to about here. So honestly, we've only even gotten a third of the way there, so it's going to take me a little bit longer. But we're going to try and mine and get our way there before the end of the episode. Maybe we end the episode at the Nether, but it's going to take me a while, so I'm going to get every resource that we need prepared, and then we'll get going before. But I'm going to show you guys before. Oh, we're at level 69 now, so let's get a little bit more, a couple more of these swords. Soul Stealer, I don't know what that does. Sweeping Edge is good. Along with Soul Stealer again. Smite, nah, we're gonna skip over that one. I decided to make 8 total swords. I guess we're just gonna get the same with all these swords, but then I also made a couple more hoes, so we could get the best hoe possible, as well as these paxels. Fortune 3 is really good. Looting 3 is really good on the sword there. Bane of Arthropods 5 is not something that we need. Efficiency 4 is good on the Paxel. Holy voice crack, that was terrible. Anyway, let's see what we get. Smite, not great. What about on you? Efficiency 3, not terrible. And then we get Fire Aspect. Okay. Honestly, I'm not upset with the total haul there. So now we just gotta combine stuff. But we're gonna start off with Sharpness 4 to Sharpness 5, plus Fire Aspect 2, plus, okay. Soul Stealer 4 Unbreaking, and then that plus looting. What's that gonna cost us? 21. So we're gonna need quite a bit of levels for those guys, which means I guess I should ramp up and start up the production of those things again. And then what we need for these is we need our base, which is gonna be efficiency 4 on breaking. We're gonna need a bunch more XP for that. So I think I'm gonna need to just grind some XP real quick until we get to where we need to be. So that's what we're gonna do. Well, it has been quite some time. I had to figure out a couple different solutions for our limited resources. Of course, not really limited, just unused and untapped into. So what I decided to do is move some of the stuff and make another one. So now we have another set of grinding stones back there that are essentially just going through the motions, grinding gravel down into the raw resources that come out of it. Excuse me. And then from there, after those stack up, then we'll take those stacks of raw blocks and actually go in and chuck them into the other set of grindstones, which will then give us a bunch of these nuggets of experience. So let's just grab, actually I should probably lock the drawers first. Of course I forgot to do that, but now we're gonna come back over, we lock all these drawers, we just take good care of them. There's a couple extras just because I forgot how much, and I guess I could have looked it up, but what gravel actually drops overall. But anyway, we're gonna grab all these blocks of raw materials, and of course we just get infinite amounts of these through all this stuff. And I also put a bunch of other stuff in here, which is why we had 5k after only probably like 45 minutes of semi-AFK. But now we've got a couple levels, so we should be able to actually combine these guys. So we get that hoe combined with that hoe, combined with that hoe, which is going to be most of our XP, unfortunately. Then we get that refined obsidian sword, too expensive. Okay, I'm going to have to find a way to do that. 19, okay. 19 for that. And then our really good pickaxe, breaking versus fortune. Why won't it? Huh? Oh, it's a hoe. You know, we were trying to big brain it. This hoe is already the best hoe it can be, so we're just gonna chuck the other one in there, I guess. And then the paxels. This is a good paxel with breaking. Then we go efficiency 4, efficiency 5. Then we combine those two at the end there, and that's gonna give us the best one, so we can chuck you away. And now I just gotta wait a little bit to get a little more, and while I'm waiting, I'm gonna start on the mining expedition to get to the Nether. So that's probably gonna take a bit. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. I think we're finally getting there. I've been mining for quite some time now, and this has been absurd. We finally got to a netherrack layer. So in exploration, we need to visit a nether dungeon to find that in the nether ring. So now we just gotta find that, and then I think I'm gonna end the episode there. But this has been a long thing. Holy, this has taken me so long. And what I think I'm gonna do is I think once I get stably into the nether ring, I'm then going to set a warp, because I have a warp set for the dungeon back in the middle of this ring, and then I'm going to set a nether ring, or nether warp, so that we don't have to walk all the way to and from, because this has been the longest mining expedition that I think I've ever done in a mod pack of Minecraft, just based purely on, oh my gosh, this has been 1,000 blocks of underground mining like this, with getting practically nothing from it, which is absurd to me. But you know, at least it's kind of funny, it's kind of therapeutic, at least it sounds good. But we are almost to the actual nether ring, which then will set down a waypoint, not a waypoint. There we go. Okay, we're here. So what is it? /set warp nether. There we go. Okay, well now we gotta go find the nether dungeon. Probably gonna take us a little bit, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. Well, I just autopilot started walking, and I guess I got through the entire nether layer. I guess it's thinner than I thought. Okay, where does in exploration? Oh, 1600 blocks away from spawn. And continues, ends, and past that's infinite stone with unique dungeons. Okay, I mean, I guess we're there now, but we haven't found the Nether dungeon yet, which end city, it's an end city. We need to find a Nether dungeon. I don't know how big of a thing that's going to be, but I'm gonna get into the actual end stone ring so that I can get a little warp set down over there. Because, oh my gosh, this is insane. This is actually crazy. How far away we are from anything and everything, and the fact that we're still getting, like, I don't even understand. Anyway, that's at 1 durability. Okay. Cool. There we go. Let's mine you. Let's just go through here. Let's get to a place where we can set a warp. Okay, I would consider this. So then we set warp end. So now we've got that, and now we just gotta go find the Nether dungeon. I don't know what it looks like or what it's going to be like, so this is probably gonna be a fun thing. And okay, warp Nether. Let's just go back over here so we don't have to worry about that. That could have been pretty bad. And now we gotta go find the Nether dungeon. This is definitely not gonna take the next 8 years of my life. I think I finally see it on the map, so it looks like it's up here. We're gonna have to duck in a little bit to go grab it, or go get to it, rather. I don't know if it's vertically up or down, so I'm gonna need to find that out too, but overall, at least we know where it is, which I guess is really, really good, because otherwise this would be way too long to just be mining in darkness, so... This has been such a long expedition. Like, you guys have no idea because I cut it down, but this has been like 40 minutes of just doing this non-stop. Of course, it's not like several hours, but when it's something this boring, my ADHD brain is just like, make it stop, please. So, okay, it looks like we just turn this way now, and we just go till we get towards it. Is there a way that I could waypoint inside of it is the thing? Okay, can I see? Okay, it's up. So now we know exactly where we have to get to, which is even better. That's actually super cool. I should have thought of that earlier, that I can just not have to worry about the verticality of these things because I have waypoints. But anywho, now we just gotta get up there. So I will see you guys probably in... however long it takes to get 112 meters mostly up. Well, at least we're kind of at the level of it now, so now I think we can just go kind of straight over here. Actually, right here, right? We just break in, break that, go just exactly like that. And now we are at the Nether dungeon. Dope. We're here. That's great. You'll love to see it. Did we get at least get the achievement for it? We have gotten to the Nether dungeon achievement. Perfect. We had a block of gold, silverfish shards, skeleton skulls, crying obsidian, soul sand, magma cream. Cool. I mean, none of it's bad stuff. It's just not great stuff either. Oh, hey. I'm sorry, dude. You attacked me first, so now I have to kill you. We're going to set warp Nether dungeon. So now we've got a warp set for over here, so we can come back whenever we need to. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use netherrack to bridge around, because it seems to be mostly just midair. That's a wither skeleton one. I think I'm mostly just gonna ignore the spawners for now. Teleportation, that teleports things into our inventory, which is nice. We did get a lodestone, which is, I don't know fully how useful that's gonna be. Same with iron nuggets are practically useless, same with like gold, so Just gonna grab things that are gonna actually be usable and useful for now. Is there anything, like, crazy in here? Doesn't seem like this room is really anything special. Although we can grab some of the fungus, the crimson fungus, because we're gonna need some of that stuff. But I do want to make sure that we're using our netherrack. Oh, I guess some guys aggroed? Nope, they didn't. They didn't even aggro. Also, that's gonna explode, because I'm dumb. So that's fun. Anywho, come on, let's just... Oh, it's a brute. That's not good. They're all brutes. That's not good at all. Well, it's a good thing that they are stupid and will subsequently burn in a fiery pit of fire because of their stupidity, because I'm just too big brain like that, you know? Okay, come on. I guess the soul leech, when I kill them, or when I hit them with a finishing blow, they will essentially just set, or I will get HP back, which I guess is quite nice. Oh, hey, Enderman. I guess I don't really need to kill Enderman for anything, because we don't really need anything that Enderman drop, because we can just get to the end through walking, but not fully sure. Piglin, can you guys, like, can these piglins chill? I don't want to have to keep killing them. It's a little annoying, it's a little tedious, and they're relatively chill. Anyway, we can grab... Netherite scrap is big. That's big, though. I don't really need flint and steel, but netherite scrap is actually massive. Don't really need any of those guys, although... Potentially netherite scrap? Nope. Blazer rods, though. Skeleton skulls, crying obsidian, soul sand. Overall pretty good. I need to sort my inventory again now. Oh, there we go. Okay, what else is in here? There's more chests, though it's very dimly lit. Chance cube, some other stuff. There's just not much in here, really. Actually, there's blazes. We do need blazes. Well, that's gonna explode in a second, which is not great. But, uh-oh, that's not good at all. Hopefully it didn't aggro anymore, because that would not be good. But we're gonna take care of the blaze real quick. Get ourselves some extra blaze rods. And we get ourselves, ooh, salmon spawn egg. I don't know how useful that's actually going to be, but it's not terribly not useful. It's just not, it's like whatever, you know? I don't actually know. Is that useful whatsoever? I guess for the most part we can kind of ignore this entire space because it doesn't really give us anything. We can just go for the chests. And I guess there's an interesting chest back here and a shulker shooting at me. Something gave me mining fatigue, which is annoying. Oh, it's an ability. It's a mob ability from a mob with an ability. Of course, that makes sense. Holding sharpness 3, I don't need sharpness. Don't really need nether wart blocks. I guess we can just kind of loot a little bit more from this side and then leave, because we don't really need much. I have fire res, and we have water. So it's not like we're really gonna have to suffer any possible kind of risk. Also, apparently these vines just do not want to work with me, but at least we can just kind of chill, grab you guys. Oh, well. I guess I didn't hear that one trigger, but maybe I'm just deaf, I don't know. But it looks like there's not even much down there, so I guess we can just kind of... Ow, that's not good. I just realized how low our HP got from that. That was no bueno. Uh-oh. Slash home real quick? Well, that worked. We kind of just combat logged that entire fight, but I'm fine with that. It's not really too important. We got a bunch of rose quartz. We got a bunch of other stuff, too. We can always go back if we need to. But for the most part, ancient debris is good. And overall, that went really well. We just need to potentially, I mean, hopefully, over the course of all that time, we're able to get a bunch of nuggets of experience to finish leveling up our weaponry. And then that is going to be the end of this episode. So let's get and eat all of these tasty, tasty little experience nodules. Just really nice and quick. Well, and now what we can do is we can chuck the golden hose in there. We can combine this sword with this sword. Combine that with this guy, and then that's that. Now, I guess what we can do is we can smelt up this ancient debris and go to netherite stuff with this. We can also apparently utilize netherrack with the hammer to crush it into crushed netherrack, which can then get us cobalt, ichor crystals, and debris scrap. So I'm gonna have to do that in between episodes, but that is going to be the end of this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.